We're live. Hello. Hopefully everything's good on the audio. But yes, we are live. Hello. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. It is a Monday morning stream. I am Mike, and today I'm with Brogan, who's having a nice drink of coffee. We're a bit tired today because we went to the fair last night and didn't go on the dodgems, but did have an awfully long walk around in the heat. So we're a bit tired today. However, we do have a full show. We are going to go and focus on XRP today. We're going to take a look at the charts. Brogan's going to do some TA. We're going to look at the reasons that XRP has come back from the depths that everything else went to at the same time. We're then going to look at some news about Crypto.com. We're going to look at a chain, Jurat, I believe it's called, which is a layer one. We're going to look at some metaverse news. Then we're going to look at breaking news from Daily Star Trek News. Is it Star Trek? I've got it right.
Yeah, you said Star Wars before we started.
Yeah. So Daily Star Trek News today. And then in about 45-50 minutes time, we're going to have our quiz. The quiz, as always, is crypto related. And today it's going to be all-time highs. So we're going to ask you some questions about all-time highs of coins that you've heard of. You've just got to decide if we're telling the truth or not. So that's all we have to do.
One day we'll have really big visuals for this, and we'll have an actual proper intro screen. But
yeah, we'll have nice visuals. But we're still a work in progress. We're still work in progress. So
as much as our professionalism might come through on the camera, we're not quite there yet. We're supposed to bring nice shirts today.
We are.
We forgot. So
we did. Next stream, we're going to start wearing nice shirts. So we're a lot more presentable on the next stream. So we're going to skip the socials because of restrictions.
We don't have any other socials.
Sorry?
We only stream on.
Correct. And we're not going to look at the markets until the end of the stream if we've got time. So the first thing, therefore, is to do the TA on XRP. So let me update the menu and get cracking.
Oh, I'm going to draw Fibonacci on a trackpad.
We've got really tired looking eyes on our stream.
It looks terrible. We need to sort ourselves out. We need some makeup or something. We need like a stylist.
We do.
Alright, well, here's the XRP charts, as we promised. Oh, I'm on a trackpad. This is very rough. Oh, let me try and zoom in. God. Okay. Hold on.
So as we know, as you're setting it up, I'll give a bit of background for anybody that doesn't know. XRP has been in a case with the SEC for what feels like a lifetime, but is in fact, I think, only about 2 years. And they recently won the case that XRP isn't a security. It's had a huge pump up. I think it get to 90 cents, maybe 88 cents, 90 cents. And then
I look like an old person right now. Trying to make sure everything looks good.
And then, of course, when we had the cascading liquidations last week, everything came crashing down. But XRP is looking like it's on the road to recovery a lot faster than Bitcoin, for example. Bitcoin is struggling above 26,000. Ethereum is just under 1,600, I think. But XRP, I think, is up 5 or 6% in the last day or so. So, how are the charts looking?
I think I've drawn it properly. I'm trying to zoom out now.
Magic, that. I don't know how you could do it on a trackpad.
It's rough because it's going the mouse like all over the place. Yeah, I think we're good on. I think I've got the Fibonacci
Perfect.
done properly. Point controls properly looking. It's increased from when we looked at it from the buy orders. That has that dotted line, doesn't it, on from the longest point control or the strongest.
Yeah.
So I know I know I'm supposed to point out some key parts here, so let's hope I remember.
Go for it. We've both been through the chart before the stream, so we both know what's going on. If you've missed something, I will tell people.
So I think the first thing I'll mention, which is the one thing I do know, is the long-term trend of XRP. Go back from this very nice looking line.
Is it go back as far? I think it's January 2021, isn't it?
Yeah.
Roughly.
Yeah, do you know?
I think.
Is that 2020?
Yeah, but the actual spot where it was at its lowest was January 2021. My line, just goes back to September 2020. But the interesting thing about XRP is
March.
It's been putting in higher lows. It doesn't matter.
Put it back.
It's been putting in higher lows now for 2.5 years. If we go from January 21, January 21 until today, it's been higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. And even with the huge correction that we've had, so obviously we had the pump up, didn't we? What did we hit? Did we hit 80, 90 cents?
What, of the most recent?
Yeah, the most recent one. Was that 80, 90 cents?
It stopped. The highest it went for the wick, right? Was 94.
94 cents, right.
It settled at 81.
So what I did an XRP video about 2 months ago, and I said that if it wins the case, don't expect the price to go to $5. It's not going to happen. What I did say is I expect it to get to $1 to $1.50.
Yeah.
And obviously it must have hit huge psychological resistance at $1, never made it past 94 cents, and it's retraced ever since. So even in the best case scenario, $1 to $1.50 was the goal for XRP in my eyes. We never got there. We hit 94 cents and now we've retraced, come all the way back down. But even if we come all the way back down, as you can see from that long-term trend line, we still haven't come down as far as that long-term trend line.
No.
So we could still come a little bit further down. What would the price be if we hit that trend line today?
If it was right now, it would be 38%.
Yeah, right. So that's, for me, that's my bottom target.
Yeah.
So if we look at Bitcoin, for example, we're struggling above 26,000. It's not going to take another major incident to push us down anymore. We could hit I said about a week ago, didn't I? I think we're going to hit 25,500. Now, if we hit 25,500, all the alts are going to bleed, and they're going to bleed badly. So 30 cents, what are we on, 52 cents now? 51 cents, something like that. So that's another 30% dip in XRP. I can't see it being worse than that. I can't see us breaking that trend line. That trend line's been there for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
We might touch it. At the other end, do we have any goals for the other end? Price targets on the... So let's say Bitcoin pumps this week. What are the upward targets for XRP?
Well, I'm looking at point control. I'm looking at what range we have for Fibonacci.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the blue range, which is about. Let me zoom in. We're currently in like a green range. I assume that the colours don't really mean much. I assume it's just the
colours are irrelevant. They're the different fib levels.
Yeah. So currently we're in the green, but looking at point control, if we scroll over, we need to get an extra USB slot for this mouse.
Yeah.
But you can see there's a
It's really difficult for you to do this.
Yeah. The two strongest part of the point of control, in total are both buy, sorry. If we go back, we're above both point of controls.
Yeah.
But then the biggest one up for the buy, which is obviously when you've got buy.
You've got the vacuum, haven't you?
Yeah, you've got this. So you've got these two at the bottom, and you've got this vacuum, and then like a sharper coming outwards. And I obviously don't have to go into all of it, but it's basically where I have buy orders. So obviously it'll hit this kind of imaginary wall, which is basically sitting on this blue line, which is 74 cents.
Right. So long term, we could be looking at 74 cents.
And then it'll probably hit a wall.
Which, funnily enough, 74 cents is roughly a 50% spike from here.
So 64 to 74 is that range. So once it hits that, it will be within the blue range. So 64 to 74 cents will be what I see in the future being the range.
So long and short of it is, we've got a potential for 30% drop, but we've also got a potential for a 50% increase.
And with the trend line, obviously it shouldn't really go below that, but that will be within the red range, which is kind of like the last resort area. So, even if it does hit that trend line, I think it'll easily go back to the orange.
Yeah.
So within 42 to 50 cents.
Yeah.
Would be, and we're only just above that now, so I don't really think it's going to go much lower.
I think at the minute everything is sitting
at a poor point.
Yeah. And I think we're going to see something happen this week. I still think Bitcoin is massively oversold. It is hugely oversold.
The RSI stuff, it's all the way down there. Yeah, this huge vacuum of red.
Yeah.
Like below where the RSI showing it's completely just oversold.
On some of the time frames, we've got about an RSI of about 10, which is just.
Because I know it's got like this probably like 25 to 75. Looking at what it should be like the quartile ranges, it's got these dotted lines where it should kind of realistically be, and it's all the way below it.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
But if there are people wanting to buy Bitcoin at a discount, as in the big players and the big whales, I read somewhere that BlackRock bought something like 15,000, or is it 100,000? It can't be 100,000. It was a huge. They bought maybe 15,000 Ethereum. So there are whales at play, and when whales.
We saw the dominance of it. Last stream when I was on, it changed, because normally, when I was on last stream, obviously you're on every stream, probably see it more often than I do.
Yeah.
But the only times I would look at the dominance is when we're on stream, and that's there's got a couple day difference, and there was a time between a couple days and the last stream where the Ethereum dominance went up quite a bit actually, and
it hasn't come down as much as Bitcoin in terms of the correction that we've had, and it did bounce back as well. But going back to July, Ethereum never really got above 20% dominance. Bitcoin never really got too far above 50% dominance. So they struggled to get that. Ethereum especially struggled to get that high. And then, of course, when the XRP pump happened, don't forget that has a little bit of an impact on the prices of other coins, because the dominance is the percentage of the market. And when you've got other coins pumping, that's going to have an effect on the dominance of Bitcoin. So what we'll do now is we've got two articles we're going to go over for XRP, haven't we?
Yep.
So we've got So to summarise, got a 30% chance on the downside and a 50% chance on the upside in terms of increase or decrease. Yeah. Okay. Right. So let's go and have a look at.
Not financial advice. Hopefully.
None of what we say.
Write that on.
No, we don't need to write any of that on. We don't need to write any of that. Don't worry. So let's go and look at the first article.
Yep.
And then.
By Benson.
Yeah, I think actually we have. I think we're still within the same.
Sidebar.
Yeah, we've got XRP reasons, so let's move it down to XRP reasons. Okay, take it away.
I haven't done my mouth exercise before the stream where we.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
So XRP price jumps 4% to lead crypto bounce. Here is why. XP price was up 4.5% to above 52 cents after bouncing from recent lows of 47. Judge Torres only granted permission to file the motion for an interlocutory.
I can't pronounce it either.
Interlocutory appeal. It's not an appeal.
So what I've gathered, actually, let's finish the article and then I'll tell you what I've read.
Well, the fear and greed index holds at 37 to suggest the market is still bearish. Other things have done stuff. That wasn't important. Sometimes I start to read like a paragraph and hope it's important. It wasn't. XP holders have responded positively to the latest development in the SEC versus Ripple Labs case, after paying all gains seen following the July ruling that effectively declared XRP not a security. The plunge to 47 cents on August 18th threatened further declines.
Yeah.
So, tweet. I have to say, there's no doubt 75k XRP holders are a major reason the SEC is conceding this issue. We fought to have the judge actually write that the token itself is not the security. In fact, it was the first section in our argument in the brief.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's it, apparently.
So the news that I've read. Sorry, I'm just trying to get back into the stream currently on. So
this is what I was trying to look for. Let me just click the tweets so we can see the full image. About being source computer code instead.
Yeah.
The new definition.
Yeah. Now this isn't the first time this has been mentioned, that it's computer code. I don't know whether we should be classifying crypto as computer code.
Yeah, because like gambling, but like stake, for example. Obviously I know you use crypto, but like your gambling side, that's computer code.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things, and that's like you have to have a gambling license. You have to have certain things for gambling. There's a lot of there's a lot of different type of investment types and stuff, which are all just computer code.
Yeah.
Quite risky.
We know it's computer code.
It has to be. It's so sorry.
No, it's all right.
It's such a different kettle of fish, suppose you say. But I can't use it. It's not just computer.
Exactly. It's not just computer code. 97% of the world's currencies are digital. So there's only 3% of the world's currencies in cash. So the cash that you've got in your pocket only makes up a tiny fraction of the money that exists in the world. You can't turn around and say XRP or Bitcoin or Ethereum is computer code. Yeah, we know it's computer code, but it has, there's 6 tenets of money, of currency. Transportability, trust, what are the ones, fungibility, things like that.
There's like functions of cash, is like store of value,
Yeah.
a trade medium.
Yeah, exactly.
Sort of ones.
Now Bitcoin ticks nearly every box of that. Funnily enough, gold ticks an awful lot of them. The only problem with gold is you can't really move it around. You can't walk around with 5 kilos of gold on you. Difficult. That's why they invented coins.
It would have been nice if you had a representation of that in a paper form, but unfortunate, isn't it?
They removed the gold standard.
Yeah. I guess what happened.
Exactly. So I think you're right. My argument has always been that we do need a crypto Howey test. We've talked about this before. The Howey test is to determine whether something is a security or not. And I don't believe that every cryptocurrency is a security. I also don't believe that every cryptocurrency is a commodity. And it's too black and white. So you need to have a crypto Howey test that determines whether these tokens are actually just digital shares in a company. Yeah. So if you've got Tezos, for example, and it issues 100 million tokens, and each one of those tokens gets paid a dividend based on the profits of Tezos, that's a share.
Yeah.
And that's a security. There's no two ways about it. Bitcoin, on the other hand, Bitcoin is farmed, it's mined, it's technically a commodity. If you look at what other commodities there are, gold, oil.
Yeah, but it's a tangible thing, no?
Yeah.
Like commodities, like a raw resource.
Yeah.
Which is of use or of value, and yeah, you can say, oh yeah, you mine it, but like, okay, well, how are you mining it? You're solving problems to get the crypto.
Yeah.
It's like, is it really commodity? You can't use it. It's just
no, but you can digitally mine it. So my argument would be that the bigger the spade, the bigger the hole you can dig. Yeah. So the more miners you have, digital miners, machines that you have, the more Bitcoin you can mine. So because you need a definition, like you need to say, for example, if it's proof of work, it's a commodity, a digital commodity. Call it digital commodity.
Sorry. So if you had if you had a system where you're in real life where you're solving Rubik's cube, you're getting, and then you got a resource for it, is that then mining?
Yep, digital mining. It's not physical mining; it's digital mining. That's why I'm saying we need new definitions. But if you're going to take from existing definitions, then
The closest thing to fit would be mining.
correct.
Yeah,
So
it's not a lot
so-
like mining.
yeah, so Dogecoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin are all mined. Now we know that Dogecoin is just a copy of Bitcoin, but it's a mineable asset. Therefore, it should be called a digital commodity. And maybe we have another classification, which is a digital security.
Yeah.
And we say, okay, well, if these tokens are directly connected to your business, that has to be classified as a security, and that has to fall under the SEC. It's all well and good, everyone having a go at Gary Gensler and saying he's ruining crypto, but you can't have a black and white where everything's a commodity. It doesn't work that way. Not everything in life is black and white. The same way, if you buy an NFT of an artwork, for example, and it's a non-fungible, so it's a unique asset. If you sell that, you should surely have the same taxable event as if you sell a physical painting.
Yeah.
So those NFTs need to be classified differently than a train ticket. So you buy a train ticket, it's non-fungible, it's unique to you, it's got your name on it, but you use it, it's like a one-time utility.
Yeah.
So you need utility NFTs, you need it needs to be completely looked at from top to bottom by somebody who's impartial and say, these are assets, these are securities, these are commodities, these are utilities, for example. But we're not there yet. We're a long way from home, and we have diverged a little bit from your article.
We'll have up now.
So what's the? It's not the CEO of XRP that's talking here. It's is he the finance officer or is he the legal counsel of XRP?
CTO?
CTO, maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Possibly. I mean, yeah, CTO.
Okay.
So according to David Schwartz, the SEC is seeking an appeal at this specific point based on its interpretation that the legal case has not yet concluded.
Yeah.
There we go. In a recent update on stupid X Twitter, the chief technology officer of Ripple Labs, David Schwartz, brought attention to a recent development involving the United States Securities and Exchange Commission's appeal. I'll scroll down to this thing. Following Judge Torres' July the 13th ruling that XRP is not a security and sold on digital asset exchanges, the SEC has since submitted an appeal. Although prompted by the favourable verdict of Ripple, this move by the SEC focuses on unforeseen developments within the legal proceedings.
Don't forget, there's two different sides to this case. There's the initial coin offering, the ICO, and then there's the trade of these assets on exchanges. And the judge has argued that the secondary market, so whether it be Binance, Gate.io, Coinbase, Crypto.com, wherever it might be, the trading of those tokens is not trading securities. That's what the case has been won for that side. I don't remember reading anything about the first part of the case, which is the ICO. There is a good chance that Ripple are going to have to pay a fine for the ICO, I believe. But as far as Judge Torres goes, I mean, it's a watershed moment for crypto. It had to come. Unfortunately, because the SEC takes everything through the courts, it just takes an eternity to do things. The Coinbase and the Binance matters that are at court, that might not be finished until the end of next year. We don't know when that's going to happen, but the irony is that Coinbase is in court being accused of listing securities, yet Coinbase is being called the custodian of BlackRock, Vanguard, ARK Invest. It's like it's the go-to place in America for these to store the crypto assets, for these big ETFs. So then you've got the SEC suing them for listing securities, but then all of these companies using Coinbase, do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense.
No.
Because the SEC is surely the SEC can't be sitting there going, yeah, we're going to sue you for doing this, but you're allowed to be a custodian. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. But anything else from that article? Can we move on then?
Yes.
We are. Let's have a
Are we on
look.
track?
25 minutes in. I'm just trying to keep us on some.
This is interesting.
This is the one that we're going to have the conversation about.
Yeah, this is very interesting.
So I'm going to give a preface to you going through this. So on these streams, what we're going to try and do a couple of times a week, not every stream. Two things we're going to do differently, and we have been doing differently. Number one is we're going to do TA on a token, a different token every stream. We looked at, was it Bitcoin we looked at on Saturday?
I believe so.
So we looked at
Something else.
Bitcoin.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I looked at something. So, but it was,
Can't remember, but it doesn't matter. We do TA on a coin 3 times a week now, and then we're going to do a kind of look at the people involved in the token, the news about them and stuff like that. And then the second thing we're going to do, which Brogan's going to look at now, is we're going to have like a little section, 5 or 10 minutes, where we debate a topic.
Yeah.
And we debated meme coins. One day we debated something else another day. And today we're going to debate something pretty serious, which is whether a layer 1 should be allowed to freeze assets of an individual, of those assets which are held in their non-custodial wallet. Should a layer 1 allow that to happen? We've seen cases in the past with USDT and USDC freezing the currencies. We've seen that in the past. We've seen NFT projects being able to freeze NFTs within people's non-custodial wallets, normally if they've been hacked, in all fairness. But this is a really interesting case that Brogan's going to go through. So I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to let you go through it.
all right. On-chain tool to seize crypto is a purist's nightmare, but a must, says CEO. The United States federal court recently used on-chain tech to lock criminals out of their crypto on the Jurat network. Founder Mike Kanovitz admits the technology could see hate from crypto purists. Can't scroll. Founder of Layer 1 blockchain, Jurat, has defended his protocol against potential haters, arguing that on-chain legal enforcement is a necessary trade-off for crypto mass adoption. So they locked several sanctioned individuals out of their crypto accounts. These individuals were sanctioned for money laundering and using ransomware to extort cryptocurrency payments to benefit North Korea's weapons program. Yeah, isn't that like a huge funding part for North Korea for their we'll keep it too big, but like hacking was their big.
Well, funnily enough, funny you should mention that. On yesterday's stream, which was early because of the World Cup, which unfortunately we lost 1-0 to Spain, we talked about this, and over the last 5 years, North Korea has drained about $2 billion. It's about $400 million a year they're taking from different hacks. So it's big business for North Korea, this. And I think last year was a spike. It was a huge spike last year, about 800, 900 million. But on average, it's about 400 million a year. It sounds like an awful lot of money, but you have to remember the market cap of crypto is 1.1, 1.2 trillion at the minute. And if you go back 3 or 4 years, it was 3 trillion. And a couple of 100 million out of 3 trillion is a drop in the ocean. There's less crime in crypto than there is in real life. So it is a big amount of money, but it's not, on the grand scheme of things, a large amount of money.
You know, the crime, obviously, yeah, crypto's the crime, you know, the form of money, but, you know, in reality, the crime is within the Web 2 part. It's not really, you know, crypto's just a form of transport, you know.
Of moving it around.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, 25 years ago, these crimes were happening on the internet. Websites were being hacked.
Oh yeah, ransomware's still going on. Like
ransomware, all that kind of stuff. So that was all happening 25 years ago. And if we didn't have crypto today, we're still going to have these kinds of attacks. They're just going to be doing different things. You know, maybe they'll go after banks. Maybe they'll go after governments. You know,
or they'll still go on, but they just try and use a different form of of money transfer. It's just crypto makes it really easy.
Yeah,
and it's easier to buy.
Yeah.
So, you know, like with like MoonPay and stuff, you know, it's quite easy to pay to get your money into crypto and pay them.
Exactly. Anything else in there before we go over it?
No, I mean, So he spoke to Congo Telegraph and says, so I just want to read some of his quotes. He said, some people are going to claim to be philosophical purists and hate on it. I get that. Some of the people who currently think that there should not be effective law enforcement on chain would feel differently if they got hacked, defrauded, or lost their private keys. Then they would be relieved that they can recover their property, he explained. I think it's very long, this, actually. Oh, yeah, so this is what I thought it was. It basically had the wallet addresses for
the criminals.
Yeah, I think.
See, so the long and short of it is this, what they call Jurat. Jurat. This layer 1 Jurat, which I've never heard of, in all honesty. I'm sure it's probably massive somewhere else in the world that I've never heard of. Yeah. They have the ability to lock people's wallets, and law enforcement are able to issue them with whatever, I imagine, cease and desist or freeze orders or whatever it might be, and they can freeze certain individuals. Now, I'm not going to go into the philosophical debate about this because, you know, one of the channels that we're on will just turn us off, so I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to say to you is what's the difference between Jurat and a traditional banking system? In my opinion, there's no difference, because if you commit an offence and the government says, okay, well, this person has stolen £10,000, freeze the bank accounts. That's what happens today. Your bank account is frozen. And if you're a company under investigation, they can freeze your bank accounts. All this kind of stuff goes on. There's no difference, in my opinion, between that and what Jurat have done.
I mean, I suppose like the functionality of it is pretty similar. I suppose obviously the forms of accessing money is different, but that makes sense. And the only other key component I see which is different is the peer-to-peer aspect of crypto and having nodes, running running the code on your computer to have a node to make sure So I feel like the reliability of the network is strong. If a bank account the server's good and everything's disrupted, but that's kind of just the basics of crypto. And like you're saying, I don't think it's much different. All it is that your name and stuff, your identity, isn't really tied to it. It's kind of just defined by your wallet address.
But that's the next stage, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so. If they want to do that, which is even more concerning. But I mean, I don't know. It's a tough. So I suppose the question is within this debate, this little conversation, would it be do you agree with this?
Me?
Do you agree with this?
I think the weight of responsibility for me should fall onto exchanges. So the on and off ramps, especially the off ramps. That's where the weight of responsibility for me should fall. And it has done in the past. So there's been criminals in the past that have conducted various nefarious activities, and they've sent money to Gate.io or Binance or wherever else it might be. And then Binance, Gate.io and other fair players in the market have just closed their accounts. So the chain itself should be like the internet, but it should be uncensorable. In my opinion, it should be uncensorable. And that goes for Bitcoin and it goes for Ethereum. Now, there is that saying, not your keys, not your crypto, which I've heard before. In this instance, they are your keys, but it's still not your crypto, in my opinion.
Someone else has got a skeleton key.
Exactly. Now, there have been, he mentioned then, well, you'd think differently if your wallet was locked. Okay. There are developments and developers working on wallets where I can have a wallet and I can say, okay, you're going to have the authority to unlock my wallet for me, but as well as you, I need a third person, which could be my accountant, my lawyer, whoever else it might be. As long as both of you agree, it unlocks my wallet.
Yeah, so it's a lot like in them movies where you see the scientists have to open the door, but you have to
with the two locks.
One key's there, one key's there, so open at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah. So that will solve this problem. Right. The first thing is we don't want these criminals to get away. But they can't get away if they can't get the money off the chain. So that's where I would draw the line. I don't think anybody should be allowed. Here's another example, and I have to be very careful what I'm saying here, right? Let's say you have a certain belief and you live somewhere where they don't agree with your belief. And there is a change in government and they decide to close all the wallets of all the people that don't agree with them. And suddenly your bank account is gone, your crypto wallet is gone, you have no freedom. It's been all removed because you don't agree with whatever's happening. Okay? So that is why, in my opinion, you need to be able to have crypto.
Yeah.
On the other side, you need to be able to stop these criminals. They shouldn't be allowed to get away with it. I agree. But I don't think it's the chain. The chain should be agnostic. It should be a computer processing transactions. Bringing politics into it, for me, is the wrong thing. However, allowing a big tier 1 exchange off-ramp some of these people, that's where the line in the sand has to be drawn. And all of the crypto exchanges have all got to come together, and if they have to create huge database that they all share. I mean, Cisco, for example, Cisco shares all of its information about vulnerabilities and stuff. It shares it all, so you can access it and stuff like that. It's all real time, so it's all immediate. If you had something similar in crypto, whether it be between chains, between exchanges, and all the major players, what you do is you strangle the life out of these nefarious people, if you like.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think a chain should be allowed to freeze assets?
Yeah, well, I agree. No. I feel like it. The chain should be the foundation of, the transactional system, and the access to it. Whether it be through a peer-to-peer network, which isn't an exchange, which isn't managed by anything, it's kind of like in the back end. And the point is, like, the point of crypto from the start was to have a system where it couldn't be, blocked by anything.
Uncensorable.
Yeah, and it was like the pure, peer-to-peer isn't censored by, it is up all the time because it's all across the world on different nodes, and it can't be changed. Like you're saying, like if the government tried to stop you and get rid of all your money, it can close your bank accounts, it can close this, that, and the other, but you still have your crypto wherever you go, and as long as you have your keys to it, you could access it. So I feel like to stop like criminals and like block accounts, I feel like that should be built upon the chain. I don't think it should be, put in on the root of like chain. So with crypto, and I feel like with for adoption across the whole sphere, you need your exchanges to allow for allow for people to be safe, for the general person. But instead of making one set of people, which may or may not be the majority, is the general public, to access it anywhere and be safe with on-chain analysis tools, whatever, you are still upsetting the main crypto audience, which is currently here, which is we want peer-to-peer, we want safety, or we want accessibility from anywhere, and we don't want to be censored by anything, and this is our money.
Yeah.
And this is our ownership. So I feel like to make everyone happy, you should have it so as it's everyone's happy as it is. You've got your exchanges which are handling the security of it, which can be allowed for the mass adoption,
and the on and off ramps as well, and the UI and everything else that's built that
which
goes
is,
with that.
All of it's accessible for the general person. Then the peer-to-peer side of it, which is making the other half of the crypto people happy. That functions equally as well. So I don't see why we should have this. No. And I do agree, obviously, if it does happen, you'd be upset.
Yeah.
But you're kind of taking on the risk using crypto from all the benefits of it. You're still, you still have to understand that, you can, if it goes wrong, you can. But that's just the risk you have to take. So I feel like we're kind of on the same page. We've kind of all made the same point.
We've got to the same end point.
Yeah. I want to look at the comments on places, because we've kind of like not looked at them the entire time.
We've been quite busy so far on the stream.
Yeah, so
Happy Maruko says hello.
Oh, the was saying I'm here, just saying. So yes, hello everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Good afternoon, good day, morning, good evening, wherever you may be.
Yeah,
seriously, thank you for.
I'm just trying to catch up with all the chats.
Yeah, hit like, yes, everyone on any platform, anywhere you are, hit like. We really appreciate it.
Hit like, support. Give us a follow wherever you are, whichever platform you're on. Give us a follow. We stream at least 3 times a week on certain platforms. Other platforms we stream 7 days a week. So hello Nick Knack, Hello, Lewis. Hello. Who else have we got? Bro, seriously. Rashid. Hello. Right, we have. Go up. One thing I'd say to you is, if you are watching and you don't agree with what we're saying, or you do agree with what we're saying, this is a two-way stream. We're not sitting here, just talking to ourselves. If you have a comment on anything we've covered today, ask a question. If you want to know about a token or a coin, ask away. We'll try and answer it as best we can. And don't forget, if you're new here, we do have a quiz at the end. The quiz really is for educational purposes. It kind of just teaches you a little bit about crypto that you may or may not know.
That's the point of live streams. Just like, you'd watch YouTube. You'd watch the certain other platform for videos.
Yeah.
If you just wanted to consume content.
Exactly.
But the point of a live stream, you could interact with the person you're currently watching right now. So we can interact with everybody, and have change the course of a live stream with other people. So the whole point of it is to conversate with other people.
Exactly.
But looking at the Binance user, some other person, F6258. This is really hard. This is hi, new follower here. Thank you for following. Appreciate that. Hello everyone. Someone said hello mate.
What I like is Adil has said hello Adil,
as
if he's saying hello to himself.
I feel like he's missing the hello. Seriously making the point. Mike, say hello Adil.
Hello Adil. Well, it's not actually Adil. It's BNB Bill. Or it's BN Bill is his name. He's changed his name. What do I think of the SEI coin? It's come out of nowhere. The volume, the trading volume of SEI has been insane. I think it's done about $2 or $3 billion worth of trading in the time it's been out, which is 2 or 3 weeks. When it gets cooler, which hopefully it's starting to do, I'm going to start recording videos again, and I've got a list of about 6 coins that I'm going to do reviews on, and one of them is C or Sia or however it's pronounced. What do I think about meme coins? If you ask me, we did a stream on Saturday where we debated the fours and againsts of meme coins, and I think, what did we agree on? We agreed that they were good for adoption, and then you came out with 3 rules.
3 rules of it was like, that was it. Look at the white paper.
The white paper.
It was
it was a minimum market cap
of like, what was it?
100 million. Sorry,
yeah.
100 million.
I don't know. Do your research. Right, no, I remember one of the points being like, if it's low market cap, a lot you see of the meme coins is like, just this bad thing. You can, obviously for there to be a winner, there has to be a loser. So if you're in the know, investing quick and then getting out quick, and then leaving it, I think it's good. For the chance of it blowing up and then dying extremely quickly, obviously rug pulls can happen, and that's the bad thing. But if you can have that extreme velocity of it goes really high up and really high down, if you're aware of how that works, and if you can buy in quick and then sell really fast, not financial advice, and you can just take everybody's money and then run away. And I also like that aspect, because you can win big. But obviously, if people aren't in the know, then it can hurt you.
If you are brand new to crypto,
don't look at them. Don't bother.
That's not what I was going to say. What I was going to say was, if you're brand new to crypto, you should only really be looking at Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, maybe Pepe, and that's it. But the irony of a meme coin is it has no utility, and it's just set up as a meme coin based on culture. And when you get a meme coin to the size of Pepe or Shiba Inu or Doge, it ends up building utility around itself.
Yeah, that's the funniest part.
So it's a meme coin only in name, whereas actually, if you look at Shiba Inu and the Shibaverse and everything else around it, it's technically, for me, not a meme coin anymore.
No, that's what happens with a lot of them. It's like, it starts off as a meme coin, like with Pet LFG, for example. Like, it starts off as a meme coin.
Yeah.
And then people go, how funny, and they buy. And then they start building things. It's like, okay, well, you're not a meme coin, are you?
No. All right, we need to move on, because it's nearly
late?
1:45 and we've still got half the show to do. So let's look. This should be a lot quicker.
We'll read through these quickly then.
No, not too quickly.
A consumable rate.
Exactly. We'll do a couple of minutes on each point, and then we're going to get to the quiz, which is where we like to give out
Truly talk to him.
our little bits of advice, or little bits of knowledge, not advice.
So token founder loses 250 grand and his house if use crypto.com. The Glow token CEO says he was duped by scam artists posing as representatives of the major digital currency exchange. A cryptocurrency startup is taking legal action against one of the industry's largest exchanges. Did he lose his house?
Yeah.
How did you lose your house? Exchanges after falling victim to an apparent scam. Glow Token LLC has filed a lawsuit in a Florida court against Crypto.com, accusing the major exchange of breach of contract and claiming it owes over 250 grand in damages, even while acknowledging that Crypto.com may not have been involved in the fraud.
Yeah. I saw this and I couldn't actually believe what I was reading.
Like, what happened? Did your house just like get pulled out of the ground, or do you mail your keys to the scammers? Like, how did you lose your house?
You put it up as security.
I conducted my due diligence and directly verified every step with Crypto.com, he said in a letter announcing his lawsuit. This included checking the listing link on their website, reviewing all received emails, confirming all the contact information I was provided, accessing the communication platform required by the listing agent, examining the actual listing contract, and all the details were verified by multiple representatives of Crypto.com. So, yeah.
So
how did you get scammed if you...
So, he was scammed despite going through all of the legitimate channels, and these people that actually got the money off him were not Crypto.com employees.
Oh. Yeah.
So how did they...
How
did he get scammed?
If he's apparently he's obviously messed up somewhere. How can you go through the entire Crypto.com process?
I don't think you can.
And then get scammed.
I don't think you can.
He's either lying, or is it he's somehow a complete moron.
Neither do I. I mean, the thing is, somebody somewhere is not telling the truth, and a lot of the time when you go to court, if your case doesn't hold up, you're going to end up even more out of pocket. Now, if he has handed over his funds to a third party who isn't Crypto.com, then how is it the responsibility of Crypto.com? It isn't, right? So it's like the other example I read the other year, and I couldn't believe it. Some lady was, what's it called when you meet somebody who doesn't exist when they pretend to be somebody? It's not catfish. Catfish? I can't remember what it's called. So she met a guy who said he was a spy, and he'd been arrested in somewhere like Saudi Arabia, and she needed to send money to get him free, and she ended up sending the money, and the bank said several times, don't do this, it's a scam, don't do this, it's a scam, we're not going to let you send your money. She then threatened them with legal action to send the money, and then she found out it was a scam, and she took the bank to court. And I'm like, how have you got to a position where the bank has been screaming blue murder and saying, please stop, it's a scam, and then you find out it's a scam, and then you take the bank to court? It's the same as this. There's no way on earth this man has been dealing with Crypto.com. They probably never even heard of him, and he's put all this evidence, probably fake evidence, in. We don't know, can't say that, but maybe it's not real evidence. Crypto.com are going to have to then waste their time going to court against something they didn't even know about, because this guy got scammed for a lot of money, really, $250,000 and his house. Crazy.
Just imagine his house getting pulled out from the ground and moving like that. It's just like
exactly. Pulled on his house. Right, let's move on then.
Sorry, but I don't get how people can be manipulated by text messages to send money. Like that I don't know how someone could manage to do that. Like, how could you manipulate someone over text to send you thousands of dollars? Like, I don't get how people could be manipulated that easily. Another interesting thing about this article is the editor's note. It says this story was drafted with Decrypt AI. Sources reference text.
Really?
But actually, this wasn't written by an article guy. It was actually written by AI.
Right, let's move on. Just going to drop a box. 5 minutes. This is to do with... Now, one of the things we're going to say before we start this article is we're going to look at it from an agnostic point of view. We're not going to give an opinion on whether it's right or wrong. We're just going to look at whether we think it's something that should exist.
Okay.
Oh, I've mistyped the comment. Can't read out. I've just I wanted to type "We'd love a dill," but I've actually typed "We live a dill." It's gone through wrong. Anyway, sorry. Carry on. Let's get on to this article to do with social credit scores in the metaverse, which is the first I've heard of this.
That's it. China proposes to bring its social credit system to the metaverse. What? China is reportedly aiming to influence upcoming United Nations metaverse standards by firing off proposals that would usher in its idea to how to police online virtual worlds. China is reportedly aiming to that's the same thing. All metaverses and online virtual worlds users that work with natural characteristics and social characteristics. This is terribly written. The proposal says to keep the order and safety of the virtual world. The ID would harbour a slew of personal information and identifiable signs, including a person's job, and suggested such data be permanently stored and shared with authorities. The authorities blocked social offenders from purchasing plane tickets 17.5 million times in 2018. Other social offenders were punished by being barred from purchasing train tickets 5.5 million times. That's the article. This was not so
Really badly written.
It's terribly written.
I have covered this before, that element before. So what we're not going to do is look at whether the credit system in China is something that should or should not exist. But I'm going to ask.
That's their thing.
I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think if you commit an offence in the metaverse, it should be punishable in real life? No. So if you had a Bored Ape Yacht Club wallet and you go into, let's say, Sandbox with it, somebody has their own environment in Sandbox and you connect your wallet to this person's merchant store to pay $5 for something, yeah, but then the contract, which you don't read because nobody ever does, says we give you full control over this wallet. So you just click OK, and then 2 weeks later, your Bored Ape is gone.
Sandbox won't allow that.
Okay, maybe not Sandbox. Another metaverse that does allow that.
Don't use the metaverse. Don't use that. Stupid.
Okay.
Going into this, I wanted to I'll give my book. But I just think that's stupid.
No, but okay, right. Let's take a step back. If somebody takes your digital property from you, which has a value of $100, $1,000, $10,000, if somebody takes that from you without your permission, so it's a theft, and it holds real world value, so you could sell that Bored Ape for $60,000 and you could turn that into a car, right? You don't think that should be punishable?
That's a different story.
Not a different story.
It is.
It's a transaction against your will.
No, you were talking about something completely different. We're talking about...
I was just giving an example. The example I gave was you being in the metaverse and you connecting your wallet to somebody. Now, for somebody to steal something from your wallet, you have to connect to their website or metaverse or whatever it might be in a digital way. And then you click on a malicious link in Discord, you click on a malicious link in Twitter, whatever it might be. It doesn't matter how they do it. Should that be punishable? Okay,
so there's two things here.
Yeah.
So the two things you said, Discord and Twitter.
Yeah.
It's not the metaverse.
No.
So that's just a normal phishing scam,
yeah,
which should be punished, which is not within the metaverse. So so that, yeah, I agree. That should be, as it I think it probably is anyway. So yes, it should be punished because you're still stealing something. But I mean, if you're stealing NFTs from the metaverse, and obviously, if you've got some terrible metaverse, which is like only 4 people use it and it's a complete scam, then I suppose technically you are being, you're technically being stolen from within the metaverse. So yeah, but no metaverse is going to let anybody make a contract which gives full control of a wallet.
But my question isn't that.
What's your question?
My question is, what happens if your Bored Ape is stolen in the metaverse, not what is stopping it from happening. What if it does happen? What if, forget them not allowing it, what if you walk into the metaverse as a Bored Ape and you accidentally do something which gives a scammer your wallet? Should that be a punishable offence in reality?
All right. Well, I'll preface this. This theoretical is so stupid that like it's ridiculous. But if it was to happen, obviously it should be punished.
Okay.
You're still stealing something.
Exactly. That was my entire point. It doesn't matter if it's in the metaverse. It doesn't matter if it's on Twitter. It's a digital transaction, right? It doesn't matter where it happens. It could happen in virtual reality. If somebody walks past you...
That is the metaverse. It's 3D space.
Okay, right. You're being just... It's a hypothetical conversation, right? If you walked past somebody and you have a pair of AR glasses on, right? So you're looking around and you're looking around, yeah? And then somebody puts up a scam QR code in the corner of your eye with a monkey that's pointing like this, click me, click me, click me. And you go and click it, and it says, do you want to receive this free stuff? All you've got to do is approve this transaction. You don't read that transaction, you go click, right? And then that gives them access to the wallet that's attached to your AR account, and it's drained and it's gone, right? So whether it's AR or VR or the metaverse that's on your computer, you've still got so many opportunities for it to happen, whether it's in Sandbox or Decentraland or real life. And I think there is not enough legislation, laws that cover this. Like you say, if it happens on Twitter or Discord, then it's a criminal offence because it can be proven, right? But there isn't a specific law that governs the metaverse, is there? What happens if you commit a crime in the metaverse? I know it's hypothetical, but let's say you do something that accidentally causes somebody to be unalived in real life. Right? I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you jump out at someone and you're a scary ghoul and you're just trying to scare people, and you scare somebody and then they've got the VR headset and they fall out of their window by accident, right? Okay. Now, it's a hypothetical question. It's probably never going to happen. But if it did happen in the metaverse, or you said something, you offended somebody that much in the metaverse, there needs to be some kind of conversation about whether, or not whether, that's not the right word, on how to punish those people that commit those crimes. Whether it's a theft of an item, or it's unaliving, or it's something else, there needs to be a conversation, because it doesn't exist at the minute, does it?
No, I mean, I suppose like for the part where you insult someone so much that they do something. Yeah, it depends like what the laws on cyberbullying.
Precisely.
Just carry them over for that one.
Yeah.
For the physical scare where they accidentally fly out a window, I feel like that's less of a. I don't think you should be punished for that because it's like a workplace accident where someone actually turns on the machine. It's like
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's no set of rules, is there? That's what I'm saying. They don't exist. So you're right, it shouldn't be, but that's your opinion and my opinion and everybody else's opinion. What I mean is, and then what happens if the person that does this, what happens if they're in, say, Singapore and you happen to be in France? Which law gets applied? Does it get applied in the in French courts? Is this person going to have to get extradited? You know what I mean? It's just a whole can of worms. And it's like AI. We are just blindly walking into AI the same way we've blindly walked into the metaverse. And like you said before about that article, it's written with, what was it?
AI, decrypt AI.
Yeah. So, what deep fakes, what happens with deep fakes? How do we detect deep fakes? It's just a whole can of worms. We've managed to successfully avoid talking about the social credit systems. Right, let's move on then.
Yeah.
Let's move on. We're on to, this is the last article, which is, and this is a first for the show, may I point out, Brogan, this is a first for the show.
Uh-huh.
This is the first time we have ever had an article from the Daily Star Trek News. Star Wars News. It's Star Wars or Star Trek? Star Trek News.
Sorted the entire 5 people who use the website. Okay. Chris Post, lifelong star.
Just got some comments, by the way, to let you know. Fake Tech, who doesn't sound like a scam with that name at all, does he?
Ah.
He said, scams are creative these days. Might need to slow down on double-clicking too fast when you accept these things. Web3 Superstar.
I forgot YouTube. I mean, the other play. So difficult.
I know. Just don't mention names.
God.
They want to buy Doge. I like Doge. I have faded Pepe. I did not fade Pepe at all. Pepe is a great project. Do you know, it's really difficult to go through all the phones and just keep a track on what people are saying. So, yeah.
It's styling on this website.
Right. Do you want to go through...
Look, why is it red?
I don't know.
Weird
Is that
red.
not boldly go red?
But
Such a bad... It was so bad you didn't... It went straight over your head.
is it Star Trek joke?
Yeah. So,
I will not get some.
So Star Trek, you boldly go where no man has gone before is the Star Trek. So to boldly go red, the dad joke that I threw in there, you're not allowed to laugh at that. It has to.
I wasn't gonna.
That joke has to have. If you're not, you know what you need? You need a graphic of Tumbleweed for my dad jokes that just rolls across the screen.
Ready?
No, you're gonna put something daft on the screen. Right. So. Do you want to go through this Star Trek related article for...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Be the best form of media you're ever gonna see. Ready?
Yeah. Ready? I'm watching it. There's like... I've got like 6 screens to watch it on.
Wait.
That Tumbleweed? It's supposed to go across the screen and not just go in a circle.
Watch it, right?
That was really good. Really, really good. So we've got Tumbleweed now for all my dad jokes.
Yep.
Okay.
Rika.
So for those of you that don't know, Rika is an NFT platform.
Am I on camera?
You are,
Close
yeah.
enough, yeah.
You've got a very small head now. You look like you're a borrower.
That's okay. Rika, who bought fans Star Trek NFTs in April, is shutting down. No. August 21st, 2023. NFT-based experience platform Rika, which drew. Oh god, Jesus! This is why we don't go on these websites. Which drew fan when it partnered with Paramount to create a line of Star Trek NFTs, has unveiled a comprehensive deprecation timeline for its powered by Rika and built on Rika experiences.
Yeah.
This timeline outlines the gradual phasing out of various functionalities, account creation, and access to NFTs on their platform. For those who don't know, an NFT or non-fungible... I'm not reading that. The timeline, which is subject to change, will be updated as needed, including the following key dates and actions. The 18th, so they're going to get rid of a lot of it. 31st, they're also... I'm not reading all this. So these changes will have implications on users' NFT holdings and balance. Users are advised to withdraw their NFTs to self-custodied wallets on their chosen blockchain before November 16th. Any unopened packs must be deposited on portal.rika.com and opened before November 16th, as packs will become non-openable after this date.
Wow.
Right, yeah, so yeah, they're gone.
So they're gone.
Yeah.
Now, this is... When you go through the cycle, crypto cycle, you have your bear market, your bull market, your accumulation zone, all that kind of stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Before we hit the bull run, and before we hit the Bitcoin dominance surge, NFTs are the last thing to pump, aren't they? So Bitcoin pumps, Ethereum pumps, then you have altcoin season, alt season, and then you have like the NFT season. And these exchanges going out of business, these NFT exchanges going out of business, it's just the last throws of the dice for them. Because I don't know if you've seen, the volume on ordinals is down 97%.
Yeah.
If you look at Bored Ape, which I shared, were you here when I looked at that? What? You put a hat on me. Why have you put a hat on me? I think you're mocking me on the stream.
No.
Right. Bored Ape is now 19 ETH to buy. and I believe at the time it was 135 ETH.
Ridiculous, some crazy number.
So that's fallen 90%. Everything has fallen. Everything has come crashed. The question is, because we haven't really seen NFTs survive too many bear markets.
No.
The question is, do you think NFTs are going to get back to where they were?
No. Because there's a huge craze of them. Like, oh my god, NFTs, we're gonna buy them all.
Yeah.
And then I don't think it's gonna happen again.
So you don't think in the next bull run, people are going to look at these and go, you know what, that Bored Ape is 19 ETH. I'm going to buy one of them because I've now got 2,000 ETH because I've made a fortune in the bull run. I'm going to buy it. And don't you think that's going to drive demand?
I mean, obviously, everyone's money's going to go up. So they're going to have like extra. Obviously, so they'll sell it all off and then they're going to reinvest what they've probably already had in.
Yeah.
When the bull runs is high, everyone's going to sell. And then when it becomes... it's like, okay, I've got all this money now. I'm going to put aside everything I want to put back into when it comes to the bear market. I'm going to put aside what I'm going to reinvest. Yeah. And I've got all this money now. What am I going to do with it?
Yeah.
So the smart idea would be to not buy NFTs. But there's going to be some people like, yeah, you know what? This actually seems pretty good, actually. You know what? Let's buy an NFT. So there will be people buying NFTs.
There will be.
But I think there was a huge craze on NFTs. I don't know how long ago, but there was a huge craze. All the celebrities buying NFTs, all these new things going on, the games, all this, that, the other. So I feel like it was not only for the fact that everyone had like spare money, but at the same time, I feel like there's a huge artificial advertisement on it. So I feel like it went up automatically.
Overinflated.
Anyway. It was overinflated.
Okay.
And overbought.
Fair enough.
I feel like it will increase again, but I don't think as much as we saw it.
Right. If that is the case, then what we will do is we will move on to the quiz, which means you can have your nap.
Yeah, do we want to play Hangman while we
No,
do the quiz?
we're not playing Hangman. We are not playing Hangman today because it is difficult enough doing the quiz on its own without you drawing things and saying,
yeah,
do this now? Can we do this now?
I've got a question for 1 minute. Some people answer it immediately, and then I've got 58 seconds to wait.
But then you take up all the time, so if people are getting the questions wrong, I can help them, and we can't when you just constantly talk in the background.
Okay, if you answer the question, just say something and I'll talk to you.
Right,
nice conversation, thank you.
We're ready for the quiz.
Hangman, you see that?
Bro, seriously, do not encourage him to play Hangman.
Unfortunately, I don't have my pen, so it won't be as neat. Well needed nap for Brogan, yes.
What about fan tokens, Elian? I don't like fan tokens. I think fan tokens should work. But if you look at Chili's, which is the
food,
which is the token that controls the fan tokens of PSG, Man City, Barcelona, Argentina, things like that. If you look at those fan tokens, I don't think they give you value for money. You're not really buying into anything. And the money can't buy element to it, for me, is not good enough. It doesn't really give you any benefits. I think maybe in 4 or 5 years' time, when blockchain tech is a bit more advanced, I think fan tokens will come into their own. But at the minute, I just don't see the appeal. A well-needed nap for Brogan, says Adil. Right, are we going to start the quiz? So, for those of you watching, the quiz is very simple. We ask you questions which you may or may not know the answer to. All you have to do is put the answer in chat, and certain places you will win free crypto. Now, I have to do this on 2 mobile phones. It is a bit tricky to do because Brogan is just going to constantly trying to distract me. So, the first question.
I've got the Hangman up.
I don't care. BTC all-time high was $96,000. Is that true or false? Now, let me type these questions in.
So guys, once you've done with the box question...
Can you stop talking for 5 seconds while I finish this, please? Thank you. So, BTC all-time high was 96,000. Is that true or false? All you have to do is type true or false into chat, and you will either get it right or you will get it wrong. Did Bitcoin hit $96,000 in the last bull run, and the box is dropping now. Right, can you do me a favor? Because I have only got 2 phones and 2 pairs of hands. Can you check other platforms to see if people are getting it right or not?
And guys, once you're finished with the box, got no more. There's always a hangman on the. Yeah, if you get.
You have to take over the whole screen. What's that? What's that in the top right-hand corner?
All the bad letters go.
But it just looks like a 4-year-old's done it.
I'm on a trackpad. What do you want to do?
Don't do it. Don't do
it.
hangman. We don't need to do hangman.
I think we do.
No, we don't.
But maybe. But maybe. Yeah, people are putting false on the. A certain platform in particular is just weird.
So 58 people got that right in total. How many people got it right somewhere else? 2.
2.
2. So 7.
Assuming the answer is.
The answer is false. The
Also
actual price that Bitcoin hit in the last bull run was $69,000. 68,700 in certain places, but $69,000.
It's not A.
So, congratulations to Praveen, Kryptonium, Yo-Yo Kabir, nice name. Kavinda, well done. Franjava is here. Real one. Lewis. Nick. I'll read everybody out. Lots of correct answers. Well done. Tariq, 1. And Jessica, well done. So, next question. Just remember, it does take a bit of time to type these questions in. Why don't you now ask for your first letter?
Someone said A. Seriously said A. Seriously said A. It was not A. Well, head of the man on the board. So if anyone wants to answer the next letter, I'll be more than happy to write it down.
Is this a crypto related word?
Yeah, they're all crypto related.
You've not given any guidelines as to what this is.
It's a crypto related, yeah.
It's a crypto related word. Okay. Right, the next.
Okay. Go on, that was good.
You know that people are at home trying to answer questions and trying to do some kind of crazy hangman. Am I allowed to guess what the word is?
No, it's for everyone else.
How many letters are there? 7. Has it got an I in it?
I said I've already. Right now is a bit of latency.
All right, okay. All right, so the next question in the quiz is very simple. Ethereum all-time high was $4,900. Is that true or false? Just type the word true or false. You will win. Can I have a guess?
Yeah, someone said I, and it was correct. Someone said M. Unfortunately, it was.
You've put the second I in the wrong place. You've put the second I in the wrong place.
What do you know?
Oh no, you haven't put it in the wrong place. I can't do the lines. Can I have a guess what it is?
This was meant for the people.
I know what the answer is.
Well, say a letter then.
B.
I hate using a trackpad. That's the worst B I've ever written. And I used to write in school. I never got my fountain pen. Worst B I've ever done.
Lots of correct answers.
Oh my god.
Today. Lots of correct answers.
Taking me back to my childhood, that be.
So the correct answer is true. Ethereum's all-time high was about $4,890 or something like that. So lots of correct answers. We've actually got 89 correct answers here. Everything's frozen over there. I can't actually see that stream.
Elian D was correct. Someone put L.
So
whenever I see a single letter, I assume it's in answers.
Kavinda, well done. Paul, just Paul. Nice name. Congratulations, bro. Seriously. Tariq, well done.
Oh, yeah.
The answer was, of course, it did hit 4,900 in the last bull run.
Everyone's putting Bitcoin. Yes. Yes, everyone. It is Bitcoin. Congratulations, everyone. You've won nothing, but you won the game in relation to, yeah, congratulations, everyone.
This, you know, this true or false thing is just possible.
Let's do it.
Okay, next question. Are you ready, Brogan? The Doge all-time high was $2. Is that true or false? You know what we should do? We should do a Would I Lie to You segment at some point where I make
1% club.
where I tell you about a token. No, where I tell you about a token without giving you the name, and then you have to tell me if I've made that token up or not. So Doge's all-time high was $2. Is that true or false? Are you keeping a check on what other people are saying, or are you just playing with the screen?
I've got the next hangman up.
You see, I've only got one screen that works. The rest of them are frozen over time, so I can't
get my YouTube, sir. Wait, take it. He said
names. We don't mention names.
he said Bitcoin. I said it.
No, you said the Y word.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You just literally just said it.
No, I said fake tech.
On.
I didn't. No, I did not.
I bet you if we play this back, you said it. Anyway, 89 correct answers. False. Dogecoin did not hit $2. Do you know what it did hit? Have a guess. You just don't play. 74 cents. You know what you need? You need a power nap.
No, I don't. I need people to start playing my hangman.
So,
only if I had Mike's patience. What is that in relation to? Me?
You?
Or...
Yes.
No, it couldn't be me. Surely.
It can be you. Yes. Depeche, well done. Adil, well done. King, Ale, Dado, Kavinda, congratulations to all of you. There's just so many. I think there was about 89 correct answers there. Well done, everybody. Next question. This is giving me proper arm ache trying to do this. Is it? Is that a 4?
People put in free, huh? That's free. People put in free letter things. I don't know if they're trying to answer things.
B. So, I hope you are enjoying.
Can't draw B's on this.
I hope you're enjoying the quiz. It's really not easy to, I'm going to have to revert back to doing it a different way.
I hope everyone's joining the hangman as well.
So, XRP was the XRP.
It's not BNB. No, it's not.
Was the XRP all-time high? Was it $6? True or false? XRP was the all-time high, $6. True or false?
But seriously, it's not XRP.
A.
What can I couldn't answer?
What do you think the XRP... Bless you. What do you think the all-time high of XRP was?
What E? I don't know. Hangman.
Nobody wants Hangman.
People have writing letters. I'm...
That's just to get it off the screen. They're only trying to get it right to get rid of it.
Come right back, isn't it?
It's not XRP. It's not ADA. And it's a crypto-related word.
Put D. It's not D. It's crypto related.
Is it a ticker name?
Huh?
Is it a ticker name? That's like ETH. ETH.
No.
It's an actual name of a token.
Might not be a token.
It's something to do with crypto that's not a token.
C.
109 correct answers. Well done to you. Zidstore, did anybody get it right anywhere else? Well done, Tariq. Depeche, congratulations. Bruh, seriously. Top Grade Farms, plenty of people. Alice, well done, Alice. Kuwait, 25. Praveen, well done, everybody who's getting this right. The answer, of course, by the way, is false. Ethereum. XRP's all-time high was $3.80. Yeah, Rogan. You think?
Thanks for being here. Brought up a good point. Thank you everyone for being here. Actually, that's a very good point. Thank you everyone for being on the stream, coming, supporting, playing the stream. I mean, playing the quiz. Sorry, I was thinking about Hangman. I was too busy thinking about Hangman. Thank you for playing Hangman though. Yes, the people who are playing Hangman, I appreciate.
Nobody wants Hangman. It looks like a 3-year-old has drawn all over the screen. It looks like I've taken my 3-year-old to work, and I'm trying to do a presentation on the screen, and the 3-year-old has got hold of the mouse and started drawing pictures. That's what it looks like.
No, okay. No.
At least for the next stream, why don't you actually get some, I don't know what you call them, assets or something so you can do it properly, instead of drawing rubbish.
Rubbish, okay.
Right.
It worked.
Okay, next question. And as you can see, it takes a long time to type these in. So, BNB's all-time high was $690. True or false? What do you think, Brogan? Was BNB's all-time high $690?
I don't know. What I do know though, Hangman answers. People wanna put the letters in then. Oh, I've seen an answer. I don't know if this was in relation to the Hangman. So if the person who just put that answer, just do like at Brogan or something, and then write the answer. And you know who you are. You know who you are. Who just put that.
Is anybody getting these questions right anywhere else?
I'm seeing trues. I'm seeing falses.
BNB's all-time high was $690. Is that true or false, Brogan? Why are you here right this moment in time? You are not even interacting with the quiz. You just keep saying, I don't know.
I know, but I see another person who's put the answer. Yes. Oh, he's got it. You've both got it. Elian and Tariq. It is NFT.
Oh. Were we one arm away from being hung?
No, I need your face.
Eh? Ah, right, okay.
Congratulations, it was NFT.
Right, the answer is, was the all-time high of BNB $690? The answer is true. It was the all-time high. And we're currently at $214 for BNB, so BNB hasn't come down as much as other coins have come down, because we're still, what, 70% down from whatever that is? It's pretty decent, really, or 60% down. Tariq, Andy is in chat. Well done, Andy. Adil, congratulations. Let's move on to the next question. We are running a smidgen late, which is probably
got the Hangman.
Probably to do.
I'll say anything about me.
Brogan is busy creating Mona Lisa 2.
Yes, it is beautiful. You know what I should do next time? I should bring the pad in. So I can draw.
No, you shouldn't.
I should.
What I'm going to do next time is tie your hands to your chair so you can't draw that abomination that's on the screen.
Oh.
It's offending my eyes.
Not very nice. Not very nice.
The Litecoin all-time high was $500. Is that true or false?
No coffee. I've got no water.
You know what? You got to make a coffee.
No.
I'll have one.
Play Hangman.
Nobody wants to play Hangman.
I think they do. Hangman with E.
Who on the stream is entertaining him by typing letters in?
You got a letter. Congratulations, Elian. Thank you. Thank you, Elian.
Elian.
Tariq. Very seriously, Elian.
Brogan is having fun. He's not having fun. He's not having fun. He's just bored.
Thank you, Andy. Yes, I am having fun. I hope everyone.
So the Litecoin all-time high was $500. Is that true or false? What's Litecoin at the minute? Litecoin's about $65. It's a long way from its all-time high. Hangman. No thanks.
Wonder where you put your crypto.
How many letters is it? I know what the answer is. I'm not going to ruin your game of Hangman. I'm not. Congratulations to everybody that's getting this. Remember, in the quiz is only easy if you already know the answer. If you don't know the answer, then it might teach you something. And also, don't forget, it's quite handy. I think you guys already know. Peaky Blinder, well done. Congratulations, Peaky Blinder. What I will say is I think we're probably the only crypto channel in the world
Hangman.
that plays Crypto Hangman and has a quiz simultaneously. The answer is false. Litecoin's all-time high was just over $400 at $413. And if you're wondering where I'm getting this information from, it's on CoinMarketCap. If you go,
fire.
Can you not talk while I am doing the quiz, please? Right.
5.
Okay. Cardano. Was the Cardano all-time high $6? True or false? Breaking my arms. Okay. Cardano all-time high. Was it $6? Is that true or false? And as I was saying before, Brogan decided to interrupt me for the 12th time.
Sorry.
All of the figures come from the CoinMarketCap website. So they're probably not based on Gate.io or Binance or Coinbase. They're probably based on some kind of average, possibly. So,
Wasn't N. Good guess now.
W. Cardano all-time high was $6. True or false? There's a lot of people getting this one wrong. A lot of people getting this one wrong.
Let's take it all.
Put the W in. So it can't be Whippet. But it's not a small, fast dog.
Uh-huh. Oh, Elias got it before anybody else. It is Wallet. Congratulations. Yay.
Right, there's only a few seconds left, so I can read the answer out. Cardano's all-time high was not $6. Cardano's all-time high was $3.10. The reason I put $6, Brogan, you're not going to be interested to find this out, but I'm going to tell you anyway, because we're supposed to be streaming informative content.
This is informative. How many letters are in?
Right. The my prediction for the Cardano all-time high for the next bull run is about $5 or $6. That's where I think it'll get to. All of these people saying that XRP is going to go to $680 and Cardano is going to go to $30. It's never going to happen. The market cap would be astronomical, and I don't see it in any future. Potentially 2 more bull runs away, but not this bull run. Eagle Wings, congratulations. You thinking of another word? Do you want me to give you one?
Where do you want to move?
Tariq. Well, can you mute? Because when I tried to mute the other day and I accidentally told everybody. Okay, next question. And this is the last of the all-time high questions.
Brogan's an art guy. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying my best with what I've got.
Okay. Now, Link is another one of my favourite tokens. And for the record, I hold Link in my... I've got a $15,000 real portfolio that really has $15,000 in it, and I have Link in that portfolio. Full disclosure. I've also got XRP. I've got Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin. The only one which is absolutely tanking for me right now is Algorand, and the Algorand price, I've no idea why that is so low. So Link's all-time high. Was Link's all-time high $53? True or false?
It was not ALEM.
X. I'm going to sabotage this, and they're going to have to guess it against me.
By the way, everybody, this is his word, not mine. So if it's really hard, you don't like it, don't blame me, blame him.
Okay, so... lots of correct answers on this one. Lots of correct answers, I think. Remember the record? What did I say the record was? 135 correct answers, didn't I?
Killer.
You know what you need to do if you're going to do this? You need to make a scene that has our faces on the right-hand side and just a blank area. 102 correct answers. Congratulations to everybody. Alex, Peaky Blinder, Andy, Belal, Eagle Wings. The answer is true. Link did hit $53 in the last bull run. And I think Link right now is at... I'd love Brogan to tell us, but Brogan's too busy.
What do you want link price?
No, it's fine.
Everyone's guessed it already. It was Ethereum.
I'm just going to go and check the link price now. No.
Like,
I'm actually doing the stream.
I'm doing the stream as well.
You're not.
My camera's frozen. Oh, God.
So Link is at $6.16. So we are a long way from the all-time high on Link. The other thing I'd say about the all-time highs is don't expect every cryptocurrency to go back to its all-time high. There's going to be some cryptocurrencies that don't ever make it back. A good example of that is, what's it called? Internet Computer... ICP, that's it.
Back.
Internet Computer Protocol is $3.52, but its all-time high was $751. So do not buy, for example, not financial advice, obviously, don't go and buy ICP based on its all-time high and expect it to go from $3.50 to $750, because as we all know, that was artificially pumped up by Sam Bankman-Fried's company, who we won't mention the name of on here. So don't expect that. To get an all-time high of $750 from where we are now, it would need a market cap of $280 billion, which would give it the same market cap as Ethereum has at this moment in time. So it's not likely to happen anytime soon. Right over there.
Yeah, I did a really long one.
Sure. Right, so that's the end of the all-time high. Now we're going to ask a couple of other questions. It is 12:30, so we have overrun a little bit, but that's because we were having a good old-fashioned chat today. So a few more questions. So the first question is...
Blockchain.
So I can type a little bit faster now. I have two hands. So, question is very simple. Who?
Oh yeah, it's hard to respond to people.
Go on. You.
Elias said I. It's Bill16 said E. Yes, I think it's E.
There's nothing written on the screen. Has
yes,
nobody
yes.
got a single letter yet?
What did you get? I-N-E? Yeah, I-N-A has it.
Somebody said E.
No, I-N-A. I
Ah.
haven't written it yet.
Okay. So the question is, who is the CEO of Binance? Two-letter answer only. I want this gentleman's nickname. Who is the CEO of Binance? One of probably the most famous crypto people in crypto at the minute. So who is the CEO of Binance? You've got 60 seconds to answer. Just type the correct answer in chat. I'm sure Brogan is doing a wonderful job of checking to see.
Yeah, someone on YouTube. I mean, someone else got it on another platform.
He's not concentrating, that's the problem. Too busy drawing his 3-year-old graphs.
How much he insults me per day? Oh! It was absolutely smashed out of the park. It is blockchain. Ikigai crypto. Absolutely just... He got it.
Congratulations. It is, of course, CZ. So that is the end of the quiz. So what we're going to do now is we're not going to do any housekeeping.
Oh, thank you everyone for playing Hangman with me. I really appreciate it.
So Andy got that right. Suresh, Alex got that right. Quite a few of you have got that right. So what you need to do now is, wherever you are watching us, please give us a follow. Give us a like, give us a follow. I think of how to word this. We will be streaming again tomorrow and Wednesday. It will only be me. There will be no Picasso joining me on Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday morning, we will have another stream across multiple places. And Brogan and his art will be back with me then. Nice. So I can't really say a lot more.
No.
But I am going to try and schedule in the streams with a bit more notice. So give us a follow so you can be notified when we've added the streams to wherever we are appearing. And that is it. What, Brogan, any last words before we disappear?
I'll just read the comments. I'm just looking at everyone saying thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here, showing consistent support. There's a lot of you who are, consistently coming on stream every time. Well, I've been on especially. I'm not on every stream every day of the week, but from what I've seen, I've been on a lot of faces we've seen multiple times over. Thank you for joining us on whatever platform you may be on. A lot of you saying thank you, lads. Thank you.
We wouldn't be here
without anybody else.
Would we be here without anybody? I don't think. If nobody watched us, I don't think we'd do the show. We'd make videos, I think.
Yeah, I feel like with live streaming, you kind of need people to talk to.
Yeah, you need people to. I like trolls. I like talking to trolls as well. I like hearing about trolls and their cats that need operations.
Help me.
Yeah.
Car crash.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. I bet.
So with all that being said, I'm going to drop a box somewhere for the next 10 minutes. But I will see you all in the morning, and in other places we will see you all on Thursday.
Yes.
So with all that being said, thank you for watching. It's been great. See you all soon.
All of you. Goodbye. I'll see you Thursday.
Thursday.
I'll see you guys Thursday. Bye bye.